This is the Potensic Atom 2, a sub 250 gram drone that's been quietly making waves in the drone community. For the past few weeks, I've been putting it through its paces and testing everything from its 4K video at 30 frames per second to its stunning 8K 48 megapixel photos. It's got AI tracking, QuickShots, and with a recent update, it can now record in a log color profile, which transforms the Atom 2 into a serious contender in the mini drone world. But you know, that's just my opinion. You be the judge. Okay folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Potensic Atom 2. I've been testing out this drone for a couple of weeks now, and I have to tell you, I am pleasantly surprised. This is an affordable drone that is under 249 grams and flies very well and has a nice camera on it. So in this video, we're going to go over everything such as the build and design, the camera specs, and the intelligent flight features. But before we do that, if you like this type of content and you like drone and tech reviews, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell for future content. So let's get started with the build and design. Now the build of the Potensic Atom 2 is pretty much on par with the other mini drones. It's designed for portability and comes in at a weight under 249 grams, which makes it perfect for traveling, and also you don't even have to register it with the FAA. It has a quality feel to it and overall surprisingly well constructed. This is something you would expect from a drone that's under 249 grams. It comes equipped with a 4K camera, which is mounted on a 3-axis gimbal. And on the bottom, you have your power button with the LED light indicators, and you also have 2 time-of-flight sensors with a obstacle flow camera right next to it. And on the backside, you'll also find another LED light indicator with a SD card slot right next to it. And you have some cooling vents on the side. But there's no obstacle avoidance. So in short, the Atom 2 is compact and stable and built for on-the-go flying. All right, so like I mentioned earlier, the camera on the Atom 2 is very good. I've been flying this around for maybe like 4 weeks now, and I'm very impressed with the quality that comes from this budget drone. And recently, this drone has gotten a firmware update, which gave it a feature that no other budget drone that I know of has, and also which made it a lot more competitive in the mini drone space. All right, welcome back folks. I'm here in beautiful Roanoke, Virginia, and I have the Potensic Atom 2 here with me. This drone just got a recent firmware update, which gave it the ability to shoot in a log color profile. Now, it's called PLOG, which I graded with the Potensic conversion LUT. Yeah, check out this footage and let me know what you think about it. Potensic Atom 2 is equipped with a 1/2-inch CMOS sensor that shoots crisp 4K video at 30 frames per second. It also has 2.7K and 1080p at 60 frames per second, giving you the flexibility for slow motion shots and smoother motion overall. For stills, it's capable of capturing 12 megapixels and up to 8K 48 megapixel photos, which is incredible for a drone at this price. Now, although you're able to capture the 12 megapixel photos in both JPEG and RAW, you're only able to capture the 8K 48 megapixels in JPEG. The Atom 2 also supports multiple aspect ratios, 4:3 and also 9:16 for vertical content. But what really makes this camera stand out is its wide f1.8 aperture. That large opening allows more light to hit the half-inch sensor, giving you cleaner detail, richer colors, and smoother results when shooting in low light and at sunrise or sunset. And to top it off, Potensic added a PLOG color mode, giving you more dynamic range and editing flexibility when color grading. And of course, this camera is mounted on a 3-axis mechanical gimbal, keeping your footage stable and smooth. It also features an AI night mode to enhance low light performance by reducing noise and maintaining color balance when the lighting isn't ideal. Overall, the Atom 2's camera punches far above its weight, especially when you consider its size and price point. Alright folks, I just want to take a minute. If you are enjoying this video, if you find it useful, please give it a thumbs up because it does help YouTube push it out to more people who are searching for content such as this.
The home point has been refreshed.
Okay, so as far as the intelligent modes, the Atom 2 has AI tracking and it also has QuickShots. Now, to activate the intelligent modes, all you need to do is highlight your subject and a pop-up menu will come up with the AI tracking and QuickShots. Now, with the AI tracking, it does very well. However, in certain lighting situations, it does lose you from time to time, but overall, it sticks with you and it does better than most of the other budget drones. All right, so one of the downfalls to the AI tracking is that the gimbal needs to be at a certain angle, which means you need to be flying above your subject all the time, and you can't get lower or closer shots if you want to. So hopefully if Potensic is listening, maybe that can be changed with a firmware update. And also with the AI tracking and the QuickShots, if you move the sticks in either way, it cancels out the whole operation and you have to start all over. That is a safety feature that they put in. However, it is also a drawback because you can't make any adjustments on the fly. Now, as far as the QuickShots, it has the pull away, the rocket, spiral, the boomerang, and it also has dolly zoom, which is a nice feature. I've tested them all out during my review and they work very well and as intended. These features are great for capturing quick shots to put in your cinematic video. All you need to do is basically set it and forget it, and the drone will automatically capture a nice cinematic clip for you without you having to do any complicated maneuvers. And also want to mention that it does have the spotlight mode where the drone just stays stationary and locks onto you and either rotates or yaws to follow your subject. And one nice thing about the spotlight mode, you can actually use the sticks to move the drone around while the camera is locked onto your subject. So you can actually go high or low if you want to get some more dynamic shots. But after saying all this, just remember that this does not have obstacle avoidance. So if you want to do your quick shots, make sure you do it in an open area where there's not too many obstacles. Now, one of the surprise standouts of this entire kit is the remote. So with the budget drones, you expect the remote to feel plasticky and cheap. However, this is the opposite. It feels like it's made with quality plastic. It has a little weight to it, and it does feel good in the hands, which makes it feel a little bit more premium. It also fits my large phone, which is a Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. This also has a case on it, and it fits inside with no problem. It expands even further than that, and I think you can actually fit an even larger phone or maybe a small tablet inside as well. Now, on the top of the remote, you have your power button with your LED light indicators and the return to home button. And if you flip it on the side, you'll see the USB-C OTG port with 2 1/4-inch screw holes to screw in a lanyard hook. Underneath, you have 2 slots to store your joysticks. And on the front side, you'll have 2 scroll wheels, one for zooming and one for the gimbal pitch adjustment. You have your shutter button for both videos and photos. And then there's 2 programmable C1 and C2 buttons. And underneath the antenna, you'll find the USB-C charging port. It uses a dual frequency of 2.4 and 5.8 gigahertz, which gives you a reliable and stable connection. And Potensic claims that you can get a range of 10 kilometers. Now, I'm not exactly sure of the battery life. However, I flew maybe 4 or 5 batteries and still had enough to fly even more. So overall, the remote is very nice. This is something that you wouldn't expect with a budget drone. You'll expect this more with one of the more expensive drones. Although it does not have the built-in screen, I'm very pleased with it. And to unlock the full potential of the Atom 2, you'll use the Potensic EVE app, available in both iOS and Android. The app gives you real-time HD video feed, flight data, and full access to the camera settings like ISO, shutter speed, and exposure. The app to me feels very familiar and very intuitive. And one of the most useful tools is the Quick Transfer, which lets you wirelessly download your videos and photos directly to your phone at a speed up to 20 megabytes per second. The interface is intuitive, smooth, and beginner-friendly, making it easy to navigate. The Atom 2 uses a 2230 milliamp hour battery, which delivers up to 32 minutes of flight time in ideal conditions. However, in real-world flying, expect up to 25 to 28 minutes. The charging cradle charges all 3 batteries simultaneously, and charging time is about 90 minutes in total. So you can go out and fly all 3 batteries and be back up and running in no time. So my suggestion, if you are thinking about getting the Atom 2, go ahead and get the Fly More kit, which includes this charging cradle. So Potensic was kind enough to send me over a Fly More combo for this review. Inside the box, you'll find a nice looking carrying case with the Potensic logo on the front and a luggage strap on the back. However, there's no pockets on the outside. When you open the case, you'll find your equipment stored nice and neatly in its own compartment. From there, you'll find the Atom 2 wrapped in a Velcro strap to hold down the propellers for storage. You'll find the remote, which in my opinion is one of the best looking remotes that I've seen come with a budget drone. And then you'll have the charging hub, which holds 3 batteries and charges them all at the same time. And on the side of the charging hub, you'll find a USB-A port for reverse charging and a plug for your AC adapter. You'll get the AC adapter for charging your batteries. You also get the OTG cables to connect your phone to the remote, 1 USB-C, and 1 lightning connector. And there's a USB-A to USB-C charging cord. And finally, you'll get a bunch of extra propellers with the screwdriver and screws to go along with it. And oh yeah, you'll get a quick start guide, which I think not too many people read anyway. And here's everything you get in the Fly More combo. So likes and dislikes. So let's start with the likes. It's under 249 grams. It has a 4K camera with an aperture of f1.8 and also has a 1/2-inch sensor. So you get nice camera quality. And in addition to that, you get the log color profile, PLOG, which gives you more dynamic range and more flexibility in editing. You get the 10-kilometer range. You get the 32-minute flight time, which is actually 25 to 28 minutes. And also you get the Potensic EVE app, which is very intuitive and easy to use. Now the dislikes is that there's no obstacle avoidance, which is not a game changer for me. However, it would be nice to have obstacle avoidance on here. And also the IA tracking does lose you from time to time. That can be improved maybe with a firmware update. And lastly, although it does have a 1/2-inch sensor, It would be nice if it could be a little bit bigger so it can be even more competitive. All right, so overall, the Potensic Atom 2 is very impressive with its 4K camera, 8K photos, and all the intelligent features, and also the addition of PLOG. This is very impressive, and this is something that you don't expect coming from a budget drone. It's a serious contender, capable, compact, and fun to fly. And hopefully Potensic continues and makes this drone even better. If you're interested in the Atom 2, I'll leave a link down in the description so you can go ahead and check it out for yourself. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also, if you like this type of content, if you like drone and tech reviews, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell for future content. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.